And then what do I do about it? Like, those are two separate boats, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it makes sense. Kind of an idea there, an example. So when I was on my mission, if you teach missionary discussions, for me during my era, in the first discussion, you talk about Joseph Smith and you talk about the first vision. And you do it, of course, in a way that is meant to evoke emotion, the spirit, whatever you call it at that point in time. But it's meant to evoke emotion, to induce you to believe that it's true. Well, if you can get somebody to believe that Joseph Smith is a prophet right from the get-go, they're less likely to dig into and tear apart all the icky things that you would see if you delve into them. Like, you wouldn't see them from the Mormon perspective, but if you delved into the history, you would. And so same with Ezra Taft Benson. If you accept the fact that he's a prophet right off the bat, right from the get-go, you're less likely to see some of the underlying messages, or less likely to question what he says or how he says it. Right.
It limits your objectivity.
Yes. Yeah.
And then it creates a habit or a pattern of spiritual bypassing, which is, they're a prophet of God. They said it. I don't have to think about it. I'm just going to obey.
Must be
Any
true.
of this hard stuff I'm going to ignore because I am spiritually bypassing for the greater good to continue to invest in my existential eternal state in a place that we have no way of actually proving exists.
Right. If the church is true, they control my future.
Absolutely.
So it's safer to just accept that it's true. Yeah,
all right, so let's jump in.
All right, so this is from April of 1989, Beware of Pride, and I'm just going to go, I'm going to try and help you guys follow along, but I'm just going to go to paragraphs in the notes that I did. So as I read this, I just looked at stuff and just made a note. One of the nice things about the Gospel Library is you can put a note right on it, right there. So
make sure that the strengthening members committee isn't reading your notes and then deciding to cancel your account. Just beware of that.
Oh, that would be nice. Okay.
Hey, head on over to Amazon and buy your copy of Trauma Bonded, a true story of navigating attachments forged in complex PTSD by me, Sarah Westbrook.
Well, and Sarah went and replaced our table, and now it's a little bit taller, and I feel like we're trying to figure out how to sit here and hold this. I think my back's gonna hurt a little bit. I think my back or neck's gonna hurt a little bit by the time this is over, but that's all right.
Well, then lower your chair and sit up, dude.
That's not the point.
Okay.
It's not as simple as that.
Mason is choosing to struggle with his posture and blame it on Sarah. Awkward silence.